We've been hearing a lot about HGH, or the Human Growth Hormone. Is it the key to anti-aging? Here with more is Dr. Clark Hansen from the Hansen Clinic of Natural Medicine. Good morning.
Good morning, Lisa. Good to see you.
So what is HGH?
This is a pituitary hormone that the body must have in order to survive, live. All of the 100 trillion cells in our body is replaced about every year. And so we need it for the growth and development and regeneration of all those cells.
Right.
So it's a critical hormone that we have to have, and it regulates the growth of all the other endocrine glands as well. We typically think of it as just for growth.
Right, it's like maybe as you're growing as a child. But
Right.
You said as we age, how do we know that maybe we're deficient in it? Are there symptoms to look for?
Yeah, the symptoms show up as we start to age. It starts to decline about age 25.
Okay.
So decreasing muscle strength, thinning of the bones, which leads to osteoporosis, increasing abdominal fat, hip fat, even the thighs, decreased collagen production, really critical one. All the sagging that goes on as we age, that's due to lack of collagen, wrinkles, cellulite, and arthritis due to low growth hormone, as well as decreased energy and vitality, moodiness, anxiety, depression. Those are all symptoms of low growth hormone. So we just think of it kind of as just, it's supposed to decline. We're not supposed to grow forever, obviously.
Right.
Age 21, you stop growing, but all the cells continue to grow. And this is the rejuvenating hormone that really replaces that normal process every year of rebuilding every cell in the body. So we have a picture of a patient, and you can see the difference in her granddaughter and her at age 61. You see all the wrinkles. That's one of the most common things we think of. That's lack of collagen.
Right.
It's really a sign of low growth hormone. And you see the eyes, the bagginess in the eyelids, the jowls start to happen, the neck starts to sag.
Well, we just assume that's
everything
just part
goes
of
south
aging.
from
Right.
breast to abdomen, even the thighs. Women wonder, why am I all of a sudden getting fat thighs? You know, knees, you get fat knees. It's your lack of collagen and buildup of too much fat, lack of muscle. Now testosterone also helps that as well. So it's this whole balance, because you need testosterone and estrogen to build or to stimulate growth hormone as well. So there's this intricate balance, and you have to look at all of them. So we have a patient, Katharina, we're going to show.
Lab work here.
First, we're going to show her symptoms.
Okay.
So hot flashes, we've talked a lot about for hormonal deficiencies. That's an estrogen deficiency. We use estriol, the safe estrogen. Arthritis she had, that's because of both growth hormone deficiency as well as DHEA and testosterone. That's sagging of the skin, the thinning of the skin. You know, the women's skin gets really thin and tears easily. That's low growth hormone, that collagen. The weight gain in the abdomen, easily stressed, those are both HGH or growth hormone deficiencies. Low sex drive, that's testosterone. Lack of energy, that can be due to growth hormone as well as testosterone and thyroid. She had a low thyroid as well.
So I know you've talked about hormones before, and you take testosterone and all these things. Now, is this a whole nother separate one that you take in addition to those?
Yeah, this is really important because it coordinates, they all work together. You can't just give somebody growth hormone and rejuvenate the whole body, because there's this intricate balance. Testosterone and estrogen will stimulate the production of growth hormone. You can overdo growth hormone, as some people have, as some athletes have and abused it, and it can lead to cancer because it stimulates growth. So you want to have the Goldilocks principle, just enough, not too little, not too much. Just like thyroid, if you have low thyroid, you know you need it, you can't live without it. But if you take too much, you get too thin and too wired up and revved up, so you got to have just the right amount of all of these hormones. That's why we test.
Right, so you do a really comprehensive lab test to see where you're at. You look at your hormone levels.
It's really important to test. Now, we have some labs here for Katharina, and her labs show, you'll see the second one down there, progesterone, we've talked a lot about on your show, was really high because she was taking synthetic progesterone and synthetic estradiol. We've talked about as the estrogen you don't want to take too much of because it can cause cancer, and both of those were way too high in her case. So number one, we want to make sure you don't have too much. We want to get you off of any hormones that are causing problems. You see the last one down there, her growth hormone, the IGF-1 is a marker for HGH, or human growth hormone. Hers was real low at 160. In 3 months, we got it up to 240. So she said it was miraculous when finally, first actually we started with the other hormones.
Got it, like you said, got them all in balance.
Got those balanced,
the right way.
and then we actually then added the growth hormone. When we added that, she said it was miraculous. All of a sudden, the weight started changing, the skin started to tone. She felt better than she'd ever felt before. So these hormones really do make a difference in the way you feel and the way you look. It will actually reverse those symptoms and signs of aging. You start to see toning of the muscles and the skin, And we can't reverse everything because once skin sags too far, it's not going to go back
but
up.
I'm sure a lot of people are thinking, you know, that's what I'm going through. So
yeah, it's not just a nuisance. It really is signs of underlying hormone deficiencies that can cause significant health problems like osteoporosis, cancer, heart disease.
And if people are watching and want to get more information, you have a special offer, right?
Right. We want everyone to go to my website so they can learn more. And first thing you'll see is a place to sign up for our free newsletter, and then you can enter a drawing to win a free hormone test for growth hormone.
Perfect. And then you'll know exactly
what you need. We did bring
need.
one to show you what we supplement instead of injectable is a sublingual growth hormone that goes right underneath the tongue. You just spray it underneath the tongue. At night, at bedtime, it actually stimulates your body to make its own growth hormone so you don't overdo it, so you don't ever have the side effects.
Thanks, Dr. Hansen. A lot of information there. So I know a lot of people might want more. So if you want to research Dr. Hansen and get more information, please go to drhansen.com, or you can always call the number you see right there on your screen.